Hi everyone, how are you? So today I am back with the forecast for the month of May. As usual, we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, which is the After Tarot, and a little statue crystal of the goddess Venus. This is a rose quartz. And then we have the Hanson Robert Tarot with the citrine crystal. I don't know why I want to keep saying selenite. This is not selenite. This is selenite. This is selenite. But anyway, maybe some of you like selenite. Who knows? And then we have amethyst with the slow tarot. So I hope you've made your choice, and I'm going to start with pile number one. Hi, pile number one, how are you? This is going to be your reading for the month of May 2024. I hope you are well. I hope you are ready for this reading. First things I want to say is some of you could be Pisces rising, Pisces sun, or have maybe a stellium in Pisces, Libra, or Taurus. Venus is exalted in all of those signs. But since in May, I believe Venus will be in Taurus. And so some of you might have your Venus return. Or Venus will be in one of those signs, meaning it will feel at home and in some way you will feel blessed. There's a focus on the body, okay, on how you look, and feeling good about yourself overall in the month of May. I actually want to ask for 2 songs for you. I usually do this. You don't have to like it. It's just something that I do. What are the songs for my pile number one for the month of May, Spirit? Wow. The first song is Woman Like Me by Adele. Adele is British and a Taurus. You're driving me away. Give me a reason to stay. I want to be lost in you, but not in this way. I don't think you quite understand who you have on your hands. How can you not see just how good for you I am? I know that you've been hurt before. That's why you feel so insecure. I beg you to let me in because I only want to be the cure. Wow. This is powerful. This is a woman who knows her worth, but at the same time wants to be a pillar for a man who is insecure. And so there's a thin line, pile number one, between being that person's person and allowing them to slowly rip you apart. So that's when a message is coming through. Okay, and this one is by Maria Mena. I don't know what her sign is, but I believe she's Finnish, in part Latina. I'm not sure what country. Tell me, am I your baby? It's called Boy Toy Baby. Oh my God, it reminds me of this other girl, Maria, the scientist who is a Scorpio, who was caught on video saying, "Daddy, am I your baby?" And so that made me smile. You misunderstood me. Just want a piece of your butt. Impress me. After all, I'm a lady, and dude, if you bore me, I send you back to your wife. You're just a boy toy baby. I don't want no romance. You can grab me with your hands and leave when I'm done. Honey, you can keep all your money. I want you to owe me. Oh, That's a little bit of a toxic situation for some of you. You might resonate with one or the other song, or both songs could be significant to you. Some of you could find yourself in third-party situations, or convincing yourself that the situationship is what you need at this time. Please reconsider, especially knowing the kind of woman you are, okay? That's a really important message that's coming through pile number 1. Okay, woman like you. We have Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Spirit of the Pure White Light, Honorable Ancestors. What are the messages? We have the World that flipped. I don't know if in reverse or if upright. The Sun card fell the same way. What's going on? Pile number 1. What's going on? Page of Swords. Maybe this deck is a little clumsy. Who knows? 10 of Cups. One more card, Spirit, for my dear pile number 1 for the month of May 2024. What can my pile number 1 expect in the month of May 2024? And, you know, we've had a lot of flippers. We had the Tower flip, the 8 of Swords. It feels like for some of you, there is a breakthrough coming up. There is a feeling of, you know, freedom from a situation that's coming through. The Ace of Cups also flipped. There's healing also happening for you. Spirit of the Pure White Light, Honorable Ancestors, what's coming up? Wow. 2 of Cups. Okay. We have the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And it seems that this character is walking away with some of the harvest. Okay, so for some of you, it could be that you are getting something, not necessarily what you fully wanted, but you're getting something, okay, out of the seeds you've planted previously. We have the Ace of Wands here that came up with the King of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be dealing straight up, I'm going to say it, with a man that is very much in touch with physical touch, or physical pleasures, okay? I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that it is what it is. The Ace of Wands here could also speak of creativity. Okay, and so creative projects could be in the forefront in the month of May 2024. But also there could be a new job opportunity that comes in during this Taurus season. Okay, the bull is pretty much ready to... What? I didn't see this. The red flag and the bull. Some of you could be provoked. So it's going to be a good time to really work on how you approach your connections, your relationships, okay? Especially in a work context, okay? Especially if there is a bit of, how do I say it? It feels like a little bit competitive, okay? I personally approach life with the thought of there is space at the top for everyone, okay? But that's just me. It's not that I don't have a competitive spirit. I just think it's just my philosophy, okay? And so some of you could also be fire signs, earth signs, more specifically Taurians. Some of it could be Aries because there's still a lot of energy in Aries. Okay, and we also have the energy of Capricorn here. Since the world card kind of fell sideways, I want to say that for some of you, it does feel that maybe there is some unfinished business, or you are on the verge or finishing something. Okay, and that's very interesting because out of all the elements here, well, we have all the 4 elements involved. So fire, earth, water, and air. Whatever that would mean, but it's like it's more of the fire that is showing in this reading strongly. And also with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is like regaining vitality in some way, in some capacity in your life. If you've been feeling like low in energy, like you feel like you lack interest in things, you lose interest quickly at this point in time, in the month of May, you are regaining this fire for life. Okay, we have the Sun here, even though it kind of fell like the World card. That's a message that's coming through. The Sun is vitality. The Sun is happiness. The Sun highlights success. Okay, and so it's going to be happy summer months for you as well. Okay, starting this spring season, this specifically in the month of May. Okay, and for some of you, you're planning a trip somewhere tropical. It could be international trips for some of you. Some of you could be walking for your graduation, but actually graduating in the summer months. Okay, if that's not you, this could be the reality of someone close to you. There's a lot of nakedness in this deck, and so to me this means like there's a lot more focus on the body and embracing one's body shape. Okay, that's how I want to say it. We have a little bit of stalkerish energy. Like I said, you might be triggered a little in the month of May. Keep your composure. Pile number 1. The Page of Swords lacks maturity in expression oftentimes. He doesn't necessarily listen to learn or to speak. He listens to answer. Okay, and so he could be seen as a little aggressive, but this doesn't have to be you. It could be like a young child around you, a teenager. Since we had the World card like kind of fall sideways, there could be a return of someone maybe coming up, but there are open lines of communication with maybe a male that is very successful and wants you part of their world. Okay, I'm seeing exchanges of messages. Maybe some of the text could be a little explicit. For some of you, and for many of you, you are in your manifesting bag. And that can be seen in many ways. You're manifesting money. You're manifesting sexy time with someone you want. You're manifesting bringing children into this world. We have the energy of Leo. Leo rules children. Leo rules dating. Leo rules drama. Okay, performances. And so we have this energy here, especially with the Magician. The Magician is putting a show in front of a crowd. Okay, and so beware of manipulative tactics of folks around you. Okay, Hopefully that's not you. There could be an air sign, most specifically a Gemini, that reaches out to you or that is stalking you or inquiring about you. You could be receiving a text from this person, an email, an actual letter. Maybe you don't want to hear from this person. I've been thinking about something. Why does it feel like, and I want to keep this PG-13, like maybe you're afraid of being interested in someone with a little d, or someone, it's like a worry of yours, like, will I be satisfied? That's a message that's coming through. We have the 10 of Cups here. 10 of Cups are all about reunions, get-togethers, more specifically around families, okay? There's going to be a lot of this here. For some of you, you're manifesting a new home. You are, getting together with your family, spending more time outdoors, traveling to see your family, actually moving into a home or buying a home, investing in properties, okay? And we have a promise of a relationship for some of you, like you're presenting your significant other to your family, okay? And this person is really looking forward for this. For many of you, I don't know if you're an Aquarius or have important Aquarius placements, this is coming up. For some of you, it could be Pisces. For others of you, I also have that this could happen around the month of July for some reason, more specifically, okay? But it could happen before that. For some of you, you're being connected with someone online, okay? And this person is playing all the tricks in their books to really impress you for some reason. They could be someone who likes to laugh a lot despite being serious in nature, or this is something that you inspire or trigger within this person, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot more laughter. So that's a message that's coming through. There's a lot. It's going to be mostly a very quiet month for you. Pile number 1. Okay. But definitely if not a relationship, then there's something that pans out for you in terms of your career, okay? There is someone that you are going to meet as well during a travel. This person could travel in the area where you are, or you're traveling where they are, okay? But for some reason, for some of you, it could be like some past energies being felt. And so, yeah, Spirit of the Pure White Light, Honorable Ancestors, what are some messages for my dear pile number 1? We have claim your energy, absolutely, and rehabilitation. That makes sense. When someone is being rehabilitated, I believe this means that it could be someone that has gone through a period of correction. That's how it's often used. And they're ready back to go out there, okay? And so that's a message that's coming through. And by doing so, you're claiming your energy. You are in your power, okay? And that makes sense with the Sun card. If you've been hiding and felt like you couldn't shine properly in the month of May, you are going to make sure that this is not the reality. you're in. I actually want to draw a message for you. I want to look at the Pluto, at the result card for you. I'm opening whatever card we pick is, okay, the Queen of Clubs. We're going to look at the result cards. In some way related to your Pluto card, this year you will achieve a stronger connection to your inner source of guidance, as well as success in areas where you use your mental abilities to serve others. This could be as a teacher, writer, publisher, or even a secretary. But it will be some communications related field. On the spiritual side, this card could lift you to new heights of inspiration as direct lines to higher knowledge and guidance open up for you. This card is also a powerful indicator that you could end up with some woman in the club suit by your next birthday, whether this be a friend, lover, family member. There is a strong indicator that the two of you will be joined in some meaningful way by year's end. So Queen of Clubs, the main message is service in communication fields, good intuition, and organizational abilities. Okay. And so yeah, that's your message, my dear pile number 1. Now we're going to look at what your focus will be on in the month of May 2024. So we have the card of courage that flipped. What areas of life will be a focus for my dear pile? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit guide. Lighten your load. Absolutely. You've been carrying the weight of the world on your own for so long, and there are going to be opportunities to lighten your load because Spirit is going to come through for you. Okay. No wonder that you feel more energetic, or will feel more energetic. And also you will be in communication with your spirit guides. Now that we're looking at it, the Magician could also refer to you doing your rituals, and rituals don't necessarily have to be anything woo-woo. It could be in your self-care, it could be in you journaling, it could be in you repeating your affirmations. Actually, the Magician encourages this kind of thing because it's all in the communication. It's all about putting your word out there. Your word is your wand. Okay, pile number 1. We are going to get more messages. What is a focus for my dear pile number? Oops. Sorry, Spirit. Thank you. For my dear pile number 1, please, Spirit. Wow. We have guide again. Listen, let it be someone that you actually meet, like face to face, someone that feels like a mentor to you. You are going to receive the guidance that you need. Let it be in your career. Let it be in your day-to-day life. Let it be in your love life. Okay? It feels that you're getting the sort of push that you need to keep going in love. Okay? Let it be that you're dating someone. If things have been a little bit patchy, you know, there's a lack of clarity, Spirit is stepping up to help you when it comes to your love life, or even to help you fall in love with self again. This is a message that's coming through. my dear pile number one. Okay, there's also this energy of, oh my God, I am seen. And I'm actually okay with putting myself out there. Okay, people actually like me. Okay, and for some of you, if you fall pregnant in the month of May, it does feel like it's going to be twins. And if you are already pregnant, maybe you will find out that you'll have twins. But not only that, you could have twins and they're going to, you know, help you as far as this strong Gemini energy of, when people say they're two-faced, this kind of energy, or help you view things from a different perspective. That's also a message that's coming through. Okay, let's ask for a couple of cards from this deck. Oops. Okay. Cold water therapy. I've seen people do that, but I don't have many details about that. Absolutely. We have cherish yourself. Make an effort to prioritize self-care. And I usually see people doing this as a challenge. I mean, I can look it up. Cold water therapy. What is it? Cold water therapy. Plunging into chilly water may improve workout recovery, boost your mood, and ease your pain. I mean, this is definitely something out of, you know, the ordinary. Maybe this is something that you're doing to help uplift your mood. You know, you're trying to do things differently. Again, this is another way that you are trying to gain a different perspective, okay, from what you have of life. Okay, we're gonna ask for 2 cards from the sister deck for the month of May. Pile number 1, please, Spirit, tell us, what are the messages for my dear pile number 1 in the month of May? We have feeling traumatized in the law of attraction that flipped. You know, your traumas don't have to define who you are, but they can guide you to be a better person, a better human, to reach higher potentials. We have patience. Yes, be patient with yourself, be patient with others. Don't worry, be happy. Everything good is coming to you at the perfect time. And it does feel like a month of collecting blessings. Believe it or not, especially if things are a little confusing right now. Okay. Walk away. Are the people you spend time with making you feel bad? Right. Walk away also from feeling defeated. Okay, we had the traumatized card flipped, and this is talking about maybe walking away from trauma. If something is really, you know, tarnishing your moods or making you feel less than, I believe Spirit is saying, you know better, you can do better than this, and you're actually being invited to focus on what matters. Okay? Oops. Thank you, Spirit. Oops. Haven't even asked. Okay, the card Unbothered fell. That's exactly what it is. You're not allowing for people, things, and situations to really steal your mood. Okay? I'm hearing if there's someone that should feel some type of way, it's me, and I'm not allowing for this to happen. Same-ish, different day. That's why you need to walk away from certain situation if need be. The card of fake flexing fell, so you could be dealing with some people that are just like plain fake and not resonating with you at the same vibration, not in the same vibration as you are. Okay, we have travel for some of you, which we mentioned previously. We have bankrupt, past due. You're being asked to really work on planning well, or someone could come to you with this energy, okay? Spirit is asking you to really reconsider how you go about helping people in the month of May. We have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic, enforcer. Listen. Be careful of dealing with people that know no boundaries. I'm actually watching this show or movie called Baby Reindeer, and where, you know, a lot of triggers are, there are triggered themes in that show. And so what I'm gathering so far from the show is to stop the problem as soon as it arises. And so I invite you to watch it. It says forces things on you, forces their way in. Especially, yes, please draw boundaries. Love on the brain. You definitely have love on the brain. Your heart is fluttering. Is that how you say your heart? Someone makes your heart flutter. Okay. It could be multiple people in the reading. Like, we have this heavy air sign, Gemini energy, that is not really grounded, that you need to really watch out for. There could be a Virgo energy as well. But you have a heavy earth sign energy, like someone that's reliable, someone who wants to see how far they take things with you, you know? And so, oops, I'm grabbing another deck for some more messages. Spirit of the Pure White Light, Honorable Ancestors. New moon, a new start is coming. The new moon in Taurus could be a really good time to work on your magic, to work on your rituals, to start maybe an abundance journal, to start a love journal, okay? Where you write a letter to yourself, to your future partner, and pour out all your emotions on it. It could be something that you do once, but it could be the type of homework that you give yourself for a specific duration. A fiery climax approaches. We just had a new moon in Aries. The full moon in Aries is happening sometime maybe in September or October of this year. A fiery climax approaches. For some of you, this could literally be like multiple climaxes if we're keeping it PG-13 or accessible to everyone. For others of you, you are on a roll, okay? No one can stop you. You are doing what you're supposed to do. When you're supposed to do it, you are in action, and you're actually meeting people that have the same vibe, okay? This could be specifically in Aries or someone with fire in their chart. Spirit, please show me a couple more messages. Wow. The honoring path, like being acclaimed, celebrated, feeling good about yourself, putting yourself out there. Spirit, okay? Fragmented energy. You're reclaiming your energy again to yourself. You are, what was the other word? There was another similar message. You're trying to be unbothered. You're recalling all your energy to you, okay? And then we have the loving man. There is definitely like maybe a love manifesting for you, or someone showing interest when it comes to you. And it does feel like this person is being loud and not hiding their feelings from you. We're going to take a quick look at your career. Let's see what's coming up. What's coming up career-wise for pile number 1, Spirit? Oops, thank you. We have follow-up. Okay. There will be a follow-up call, either for a new position, or like I said, you're being acclaimed. You're receiving your flowers, which means that you impressed the people that you've been in contact with. Let it be through networking opportunities, let it be through work, let it be through your school. Okay, if you're graduating, you're just being advised to dress to impress. Okay, part of the work is going there, expressing yourself, but it's also important that you know how to present yourself, what to wear. Okay, and so this is what's coming through. What do I want to do for the love messages? Love messages. What are we gonna do? Does that mean we don't want any love messages? I actually think we need some love messages. I'm not seeing any of my decks right now. Okay, I'll use this one. Okay. We have nurture that flipped, which is the Empress. What's going on in love? Find balance. Absolutely. Pile number 1. Okay. We have rest and reconsider. Someone is really asking for a second chance. Rest and reconsider, okay? Take a break from it all. You don't have to give someone an answer right away. You can actually go and hide. I'm not necessarily saying go and ghost somebody, but this is a message that's coming through. But you're also going to be invited to go and do some activities like hiking, cruising, or traveling with someone. And so don't be surprised if someone comes with this much intensity when it comes to you. Now, there's a need to be discerning when it comes to love bombing and all of this jazz. You have also the 4 of Cups coming up with the 4 of Wands, which is joy and stability. And perhaps some of you moving in with someone or buying a home together. It could be some of you buying a home to be closer to family. We have Simply Love, which is one of the cards that speaks of the past, of revisiting memories, people from the past returning, reunions. And so this is a message that's coming through, okay? I'm hearing it's always been you. So whatever that means. But also there's a need to find balance. Please do not rush into, oh my God, how long is it gonna take? Will they propose? You know, take it one day at a time. This is what Spirit is saying. And then at the bottom we have Heal, which is the Star card. Breaking free from restrictions, which was one of the messages that was communicated when we first started this reading. Spirit, wow. Surrender to creativity and surrender to what is. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas and how to pursue a dream and solve a problem. Absolutely. And then you have flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can change a situation, compassionately accepting it as exactly as it is will bring you peace. Absolutely. Accepting to walk away, accepting that some people cannot come with you on the next phase of your journey brings peace. Accepting that there is a way of life that it no longer suits your objectives and goals will bring you peace. Let your imagination soar and stay open to all creative ideas. Absolutely, we talked about it. It's going to be a time where you give birth to something or some things that are deep within you. It's like a natural talent that you accept bringing forth. It's like the Six of Cups. If you have a natural gift that has been dormant for a long time, you are bringing it forth, okay? Bringing it back. And so that's a message that's coming through as well. Pile number 1, this is where I'm going to stop your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, everyone. How are you? So this is going to be your reading, pile number 2, on what you can expect in the month of May 2024. Guys, it's crazy how time has gone really fast this year. I still don't understand how we're already in May, but you know, it is what it is. When you keep busy, life is busy, right? So first thing I want to do is ask for 2 songs for your pile. Unfortunately, I can't find the crystal. It must be somewhere on the desk, but I really don't know where it is. But you received the citrine crystal, and I want to say selenite again. Selenite has Christ-like energy, very healing, can really help you clear your mind, and citrine is more connected to having confidence in oneself, but also to manifest and generate wealth. And so this is the kind of energy that you might be in. Before I start with the songs, I also want to mention that some of you might be fans of Post Malone. There's this particular song, but I can't remember its name or the title. And some of you might have to really take your time with the words you want to say, or really gather your thoughts before you say anything, okay? Make sure you roll your tongue in your mouth several times before you decide on voicing something, okay? Kindness always. Your songs are going to be my pile number 2. First song, we're asking for 2 songs. This one is called Je te mentirai, I will lie to you. And one of the words is, if we are attracted to each other, let us adore each other, let us calm each other, we'll be, I don't even know how to say it. I don't know how to express that in English. Let's be asked later. So that's one of the songs, and so you might be connecting. Let's ask for the second one. And this one is called On Everything by DJ Khaled. So what I wanted to say about the first song is, if you are meeting someone or are involved romantically with someone, it doesn't feel, my pile number 2, that, you know, they're here for a lifetime, at least not at this time. just because of the way they're voicing their interest. I just want you to be aware of that. Or this could be the energy you're in approaching romantic relationships, okay? And so I just want to put it out there. On everything, featuring Travis Scott. DJ Khaled is a Sagittarius. Travis Scott is a Taurus. Rick Ross is on the song, is in Aquarius, I believe. And there's one more person, I think Big Sean, but I need to double check. He is in Aries, okay? If the signs are relevant. And Matt Pokora, the first one, the French singer, he's a Libra. And he's French. Okay? Some of you could be of Palestinian background. Some of you could be, or Middle Eastern. Some of you could be African American. And so that's a message. This, okay, some of the, all my life, that's on everything. This forever, I put down on everything. Here forever, I move on to better things. I just copped a mansion for my son on everything. All my life, that's on everything. You know what? This is beautiful because this is talking about long-term plans. This is talking about generational wealth. This is talking about, you know, maybe the idea of family or focusing on what's important. I didn't do that for the first pile, but let's do that for you. I have maybe a couple of charms here. Okay. We have a black heart and a quarter. And the black heart has a symbol of peace, and then we have the turtle. Let's accept this for now. Maybe a couple of stickers. Where are the stickers? Okay, 1, 2. Wow, shrooms. Some people might be into shrooms. Some of you might have a dog, but this is talking about friendships. This is talking about, is it a corgi or corgi? I'm not sure. What a cute doggy. But the dog often speaks of loyalty, okay? If you don't have a pet, this could talk about maybe youth considering getting a pet, your pet being a focus this month. The black heart with the symbol, is this the symbol of peace? I don't know, it could be. Maybe there's a need to really work on opening your heart, but it being black might mean that, you know, you're grieving a deception, you're grieving a loss of some kind, okay, and moving into a new energy. The shrooms, I never encourage anyone to do any of this, you know, anything that can alter their realities, but we know shrooms help people alter their realities. They might be using it to heal, you know, certain aspects of their lives. That's what I hear. This is not my personal research. And the coins, focusing on money, focusing on your wealth, you know, moving slowly, but getting there surely. Okay, that's a message that's coming through. Okay, and some of you might be on a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet with the shrooms. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, let's look at your month of May 2024, pile number 2. What's coming up in your month of May 2024? We have the 4 of Cups. Okay, the Queen, not 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. The Fool, the Magician, the Strength card, beautiful. The Knight of Wands, okay, thank you, Spirit. This is the Mystery card, okay. And one more, Spirit, one more card, the Temperance, I believe. Yep. As the shadow card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, again, focusing on one's coin, wanting to reestablish or establish so a sense of harmony in one's life, being in your bag, okay? I'm being really, my eyes are going to the bunny. And so I feel like for some of you, it's going to be a period of fertility. And for others of you, again, we're talking about getting to know somebody. We're having the Knight of Wands here. Maybe your sexy life is going to be like the sexy lives of rabbits or something. I think there's an expression, I forgot how my friend said it, but something along those lines. Four of Pentacles is the Strength card, okay? You are holding on strongly onto something. You have a tight grip on something. And, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but having a tight grip like this on a situation is rarely ever conducive of growth, okay? That's a message that's coming through. And this might be causing some digestive issues, especially with the Queen of Cups coupled with or right next to the Four of Pentacles. That's a message that's coming through. For some of you, you have money on the mind and wealth, maybe because things have been, financially very tight lately. And so there's a lot of stress surrounding this, but also the good news is that if you manage your money wisely, it does feel that you are able to move forward, okay, no matter how little you seem to be able to hold on to. Okay, in terms of feelings, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Strength card, this is someone who might have strong magnetism for you. You might be feeling the same towards this person, but it doesn't feel like they're ready to open up to you fully. Okay, and what I mean by that is there is a lack of investment, emotionally investment when it comes to time, investment when it comes to financial investment, okay? Usually you put your money where your mouth is, right? That's the expression. It doesn't seem to be someone who's doing that, okay? I'm hearing Capricorn. At this time we have Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini for some, Virgo, and fire signs. There is someone that is seducing you. There is someone that is trying to pull you in. And that is work in itself, but it is superficial work, if you know what I mean. This person is holding on to a lot of things. They're not telling you the truth. Okay, that's what the song is called. Je te mentirai. I will lie to you. And so while perhaps you might be very emotional, you might be someone who's been hurt before, but who wants to try again. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands here. Of course, you have needs, okay? Although perhaps some of you have been holding on to the cookie. But you have needs, you have wants. And, someone is stirring the pot, okay, and catching your attention. The Knight of Wands is also increased vitality, especially with the Strength card right here. If you've been feeling very down and not physically at your best, this is saying that from now, meaning month of May until maybe beginning of September, is going to be a time of increased vitality for you, okay? Or at least you will feel like that. You will also feel and want to get things done around this time, okay? Especially with Mars moving into into Aries. I'm recording this in April, so Mars, I believe, in moving into Aries in Western astrology on the 30th, so the last day of April. Okay, so we have this energy here. And I also feel like the way this Queen of Cups has her eyes focused in the cup. If this is your energy, you have to be careful not to be making a movie in your mind about the person that you're dealing with, okay? Or if you're coupled, you might feel like it's a difficult time to really connect with your significant other. Maybe because of financial constraint, okay? Nobody is really in the mood for anything, or because this person is reluctant to open up to you emotionally speaking. Okay, but there might be some really good sexy time moving forward. Okay, please do not feel rejected. That's what I'm getting here. That's also a message. Okay, we have the Fool and the Magician. You know how powerful this combo is. Pile number 2. Full, new beginning, newness, a new way of doing things, a new way of life. Okay, saying F it, I'm gonna do me. And the Magician is manifesting. Okay, trying to bring things in. It's a card that's ruled by Mercury, and so this is talking about speaking, expressing, writing, and so this is shown here. Some of you are walking into a new path or starting a new path where not everything will be laid out to you, okay? There will be a lot of, you know, like when someone is a novice and they're really tapping in with their eyes closed, trying to really figure things out, you know. It feels that, you know, I'm going to say something that might sound like a metaphor, where you have your eyes closed. You can't really see, but you have to use other senses to figure it out. This is how I feel about the reading, okay? We also have, this is a big card of alchemy. Some of you might be witches, witchy, sorceress, warlock even, or you have access, or you have been trained by maybe someone from, I don't know, maybe an ATR religion, or someone with knowledge in metaphysics, the occult, on how to manifest things. This is an angel that's missing 2 elements or 2 different things and merging them together. You know, and this is what you're doing. The Magician and the Temperance card. The Temperance card is also saying, please do not rush anything. Although you have the Knight of Wands here, wanting to just not think about tomorrow, and he's like in and out, okay? Spirit is saying, please take your time with whatever it is that you're working on, whichever path you choose to move forward with, to take your time. Okay, I'm seeing bartending here. I'm also seeing maybe, hey, some of you like wine. I don't know if Spirit wants you to like slow down on wine a bit, or I don't know. It's going to be up to you to decide. Some of you might be starting a garden, I'm getting, or working on your little garden, giving back to the earth in some way. For some of you, I'm seeing studies, or wanting to study, or doing something study related, okay? For some of you. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing even trips for some of you. It might not happen at the beginning of the month. You could be thinking about trips or thinking about ways to make those happen, saving for those as well. I'm getting a little bit of a headache or a migraine. That's because you think too much. That's because you're obsessing too much about certain things. Spirit wants you to have a light-hearted approach, as opposed to having a tight grip on things. You might be missing out on some opportunities. At the beginning of the reading, I remember having said the Four of Cups instead of the Four of Pentacles, and so you might be missing out on some opportunities if your head is in the cloud, or if you are too closed off to advice, to opportunities, to what's going on around you. Okay. So you are really trying to resist the connection, which I think will be good for you until this person or yourself feel ready to engage in that path. Okay. Because I'm seeing lilies, and lilies are a sign of virtue, but also very sexual in nature. And so this is coming through. Okay. I don't remember what I did, but I'm definitely not doing the same for each pile. So let's go with the flow. Let's ask the cards what's coming up for you, my pile number 2. What's coming up for my pile number 2 in the month of May 2024? I'm hearing I'm a fool for you. Who is talking like this? We have, this is your stage only. Absolutely. Okay, when I said no F given, with the Fool card, at some point during the month of May, you're saying, you know what, I'm just like tired of doing and following orders. I want to do myself. I want to do me. This is the world of dreams. Okay. You can dream as big and as much as you want to dream. My pile number 2, the world is your oyster, even though it doesn't seem like it for you, especially with the Four of Pentacles coupled with the Strength card. Okay. These two cards reinforce one another. Okay. And also with the Strength card, there's going to be a really it's going to be a need for you to really be patient, not only with yourself, but to convince people. Okay. There's a lot of what's it called, magnetism here, either from you or from other people. I don't know if you're testing certain methods on people and how to be convincing, alluring, but the art of seduction in some way, if it's a book that you're reading, but you are working on that. And kudos to you, pile number 2. Do your thing. Let me ask these 2 decks for cards for you. We're gonna keep moving. Oops. Pile number, oops. Water has memory. Yes, and I'm telling you, the Queen of Cups has her head in the cup, and making a movie in her head and heart. And so slow down on this. Okay, make sure you're reading the signs for what they are. You are a very intuitive person. However, this is very Piscean to have a dream, and choose to be here. Surrender to where you are now, and your life will miraculously turn out the way you want. Absolutely. Don't be too in the clouds, but also be present, okay? Do your rituals, do repeat things if you have to, you know, practice them if you have to, but also be in the now, not in the past, holding on to things, not, you know, too into the future, but present, okay? Everything made of water is affected by thoughts directed at it. I don't know if some of you are, you know, practicing saying, what's it called? Affirmations on your water before you drink them. Especially with the Temperance card here, where she is, or the angel, he or she is mixing the elements, trying to bring something new out of it. You know, this could be a task or a practice that you're doing, okay? So that's one message. The full moon in May could be very important for you. We have the rise of the divine feminine. It is time to tune into your feminine side and think with your heart. Listen to your heart, my pile number 2. The feminine energy is the feminine that is the energy that receives, as opposed to, you know, being hands-on, being aggressive. The feminine sits and opens her arms and receive, okay? That's the energy that you're being invited to embrace at this time. Oops. The darkness. Are you hanging around the wrong crowd? Be love, be the love and light that you are. Absolutely. And that makes sense, okay? That makes sense. And I'm saying this because I was talking about the dark heart. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are with the wrong friends. You might actually be with the wrong people. Maybe they're not speaking life into your plans. They're naysayers, or maybe you're paying too much attention to what is being said, and there's a lack of focus on what it is that you're doing and what you can do. No one knows more than you what you know how to do. Okay, my pile number 2, that's one message. The other message was talking about the dark heart or the black heart. There could be old memories that you are holding on to. Some of them don't necessarily have to be bad, but they could be keeping you in the past and not enough in the present, okay? And so in a way, this is darkness, okay? So yes, that's why Spirit is asking you to focus on your heart. Focus on what only you know. You know yourself. You know what you're capable of, right? Oops. Let's ask for some more cards from Le Tarot d'Eltine, which is not a copy, but like a rendition of, can I say it like that, of the Béline Oracle, which is a French system. That's, ooh, the blank card. Okay, this card usually cancels any negative messages that come up, okay? Meaning you are also protected. With the Temperance card, we have the angel on the card. It could be spirit guides. And also, pile number 2, I want you to know to close any portals when you're done working, when you're done working on your spells, when you're done, you know, tapping into spirit for more information, because, you know, when you do so, you might become overwhelmed with energetically speaking. And so there's going to be a need for you to cleanse your energetic field as you open and work with spirit guides and ancestors. Spirit, what are some messages for my dear pile? Okay, wow. the star, the woman star, the star of the woman, and then we have peace. Okay, la paix. Wow. I feel like for some of you, you are going to work on forgiveness. You are going to work on your peace of mind. Okay, especially if you're a woman, you are embracing your femininity. You are doing work on your femininity. I'm hearing radical femininity. Okay, and with the white dove, the white dove is often a symbol of peace. It's not, you know what's funny? I was doing a general reading the other day. What I mean by general was just a collective reading. It was not a pick a card, where the message of peace came up. And so we're seeing the étoile, the star. We know which country is represented by the Star of David. And we have the white dove. Hopefully, this is a message of peace that is coming through again. It's hard to see right now, but it does keep being repeated. And so I don't know if it's going to be a short-term thing, but that's one of the messages that's coming through. And it's very interesting that I mentioned the country where DJ Khaled is from. And so, wow. Okay. These are powerful messages. Okay. You are working on through some issues, doing your shadow work, focusing on what brings you peace, trying to forgive. Okay, some of you could be holding on to some guilt, but Spirit is asking you to release, okay? I feel like you need to work on your gut health. My pile number 2. I'm looking for what deck I'm going to use next. You know what? Let's do the reading for career and finances and see what's up, what's coming up. And then we'll do feelings. And then I'll see what other deck we'll use. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors. What are some messages, my dear? Okay. Wow. Insurance. Some of you might have invested some money in some insurance, or you're going to receive some money from some insurance or from a lawsuit of some kind. But this money seems to come from your from work, or maybe a lawsuit from your work, or some insurance claim from before. You see, he's protected. You are protected. There's a theme of protection also here in the reading, that allows you to resign or retire, because, and again, the Fool is present because you're manifesting the life that it is that you want. You want to walk away from toxicity. You want to walk away from darkness, and you want to, to focus on what brings you peace and peace of mind. Now, some of you could have an interest in insurance. Maybe you're retiring from a career in insurance, insurance claims, medical insurance, I don't know. And so that is coming through. You are walking away from something that you had perhaps a tight grip on and embracing a new life, okay? Some of you could even be moving, relocating in the month of May. This will be relevant for so many of you. For some of you, I do feel like a disconnect between you and your children, if you have children. But also, it's going to be a time where you are working on your connection to your children, as well, if you have any, okay? Let's ask for, your romantic life. Let's see. Wow, that's like a tower moment. Oh gosh. Okay, so The card of unexpected income I was looking was the shadow card for this deck as I was looking at it. So whatever it is that you decide to do, pile number 2, when you decide to quit your job or you decide to retire, it's time for you to start a new career. I don't know, I'm getting the picture of a pregnant woman for some. Pregnant woman, and so maybe you're resigning because of a pregnancy. Okay, and so that's the message that's coming through. Let's look. Wow. Wow. Okay, pile. No. Flow. Let's ask Spirit. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors, show me some messages for my dear pile. We have, wow, detox, spiritual cleanse. Absolutely. And some of you could be encouraged to, you know, work with water a lot. Use your herbs to make spiritual baths. Learn about those. I'm hearing, sell those if you want to. We have makeover. Yes, absolutely. And love offer. There was always a question of a love offer. It's just a question of this person is unreliable. If you need a quick fix, like something short term, sure, why not? If you're able, and be sincere with that person. That's a message that's important to bring forth. Okay, make over, feel beautiful, spice yourself up, especially if you're in a relationship where you've felt like neglected, you haven't really done anything special for yourself. There's a need to really work on your appearance. You're working on making yourself feel sexy again. I was talking about the art of seduction. Love offer, new door to romance. Absolutely. If you're single, you're putting yourself out there. But for you, if you are a couple, important conversations are going to happen, or you will trigger them, and allow for love to be reawakened in your relationship. I don't know if you feel like a bit neglected, if you feel like a bit rejected. It's just that there's a lot of outside, well, that's not really outside, because if it's your financial issues at home, in your couple, then it's from inside. But you know, when I say outside, it's not the love that comes from inside of you or from inside your partner. It's just circumstances, if that makes sense. Okay, so a period of darkness is dissipating for you, my pile number 2. I wanted to ask for some extra messages for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, what's manifesting? What is happening in the life of pile number? Ooh. Okay. Accepting all of that. We have autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvest, a harvest of abundance. Wow. And I forgot to say, as I was starting the reading, I heard qui veut juin prépare octobre. Meaning, if you want June, you prepare October. Okay? It's usually something that's said when you start school. You know, in order for you to have good grades, you have to start in October, September, whenever, August, depending on the country you're in, okay? Isabella. Some of you could be, your name could be Isabella. We have, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectation. Absolutely. It's a good time to start something new, to give birth to something new. Be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. And then we have Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas, situations in your life, am watching over you, guiding and protecting you during these changes. Absolutely. Some of you could be getting pregnant now or giving birth in the next few months, but if not, the season of fall could be important for you in this regard. And then we have Archangel Michael. You know, Michael helps with cord cutting. Michael helps to get rid of negative energies. It doesn't surprise me that you know, it shows here. Some of you could be born in September 29th, September 11th. Energy of Michael, or on the 29th of any month. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine purpose. Absolutely. You know, these messages are repetitive. As you can see, I'm shuffling live. I mean, not really live, but in front of you. And so you see them coming. Spread of the pure white light, honorable ancestors. What do you want to tell my pile number 2? What do they need to surrender to in May? Good. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. And that, as didn't we talk about this? I love to see it. As I'm doing this, I just heard my brother burst out laughing. And so there will be moments where you just laugh. Okay, humor will be important for you. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. You know, when you're being stubborn and you don't want to, you know, you see something and you don't say anything about it. Let me show you. Flow was one of the cards that flipped as I was shuffling, but also it came as the shadow card for this deck. And so pile number 2, this is where I'm going to end your reading. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it makes sense to you. And I will see you in the next one. I love you. Bye. Pile number 3. Hi, welcome to your reading. So I've started those readings, I think, on the 22nd or the 26th. I don't recall. But today, last but not least, this is your turn. And I just want to point a couple of things out. Before I started doing your reading, I grabbed the container of cinnamon, that I have cinnamon powder, and I put some in my hands and I blew it 3 times over the desk where I work. And you know, cinnamon is good to make things hot, like to accelerate things in situations. And also it's a very nice herb or ingredient to call in abundance. And so I do feel like for you, you're going to be calling in abundance. It makes sense because we just had a conjunction, Uranus, Jupiter conjunction in Taurus. Taurus ruling the 2nd house in astrology, the house of money, or what we own, our self-worth. And I also, there's something else I wanted to bring up, but it's not coming to mind right now. I don't remember exactly what crystal I used for you. I actually cannot find those crystals. I don't know where I placed them. It is what it is. The reading is going to be the reading nonetheless, okay? So I'm going to ask for 2 songs for you for the month of May 2024. Can you believe that we're already in May? So first song for you, it's called Tag Back, featuring Tano, by Cass Kes is from Trinidad and Tobago. He's a soca singer, if that's important. I think Kes is also mixed with Dutch. So he's Dutch. I don't know where Tano is from, or I haven't heard the song. It's called Tack Back. So we ease up the tension. Look at people in here tonight. Dance with me, baby. And is you running through my mind? Stay with me, baby. I might thief a wine. Like to thief a wine is like to steal a wine, to steal a dance. Whining is a very typical sensual dance in the Caribbean where you move your waist. If you give me time, like you want this, darling, I have something for you right here. I catching a feeling right up on your bumper, baby. Bumper being your booty. So you might have a nice derrière. You might be meeting someone during, I don't know, maybe carnival, maybe during a festival, maybe at the club, maybe at a party where you connect with someone through dancing. And then we have the second song, To Let You Go. And so I'm feeling like there is a situation in your life, and the song could be a love song, but it doesn't have to apply to love specifically. You're letting something go. Okay, you're letting a situation go. It's another Caribbean song. They're talking about how this love is very dangerous. Let's avoid talking about it so I don't have tears in my eyes. And so for some of you, you're letting a situation go, which is why you are allowing yourself to feel the vibes with someone new, okay? If that's what's going on. And I'm hearing, you know, and also the song talks about it, you know, don't force something or someone to stay in your life. And so these are the messages coming through. My sister just reacted to something I sent her, and she texted me. So text your sister, okay? Talk to your siblings if you have any. And so that's a message that's coming through. I love my siblings so much. Like, you guys don't even know. Okay, I didn't do that for pile number one, but let me do it for you. Let's ask for, ooh. Maybe if I can catch a, okay. Cool. So we have a hot air balloon. Pretty adventurous, like seeking adventures, seeking like intense sensations. That's very Sagittarius, Aries vibes. But because this is a hot air balloon, some of you could be air signs like Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Then some of you could be Leos. I already mentioned the fire signs. We have the sun here. So the sun bringing in happiness, the sun highlighting the summer months, the sun, you know, being the star in the stellar, in our stellar system. Is that what it's called? Solar system, where all the planets revolve around the sun. And so the sun brings, you know, attention to itself, okay? You cannot avoid the sun. And you actually have to, there's a sense of reverence when it comes to the sun because you cannot stare at it directly. And so I don't know why I'm speaking in those words, but let's see what's coming up for you. Some of you could actually be doing something like bungee jumping, climbing some really high place. And so let's see. Spirit of the pure white light. Honorable, wow. Honorable ancestors, what can pile number 3 expect? Wow. In the month of May 2024. Wow. Oh gosh. I'm so jelly, you guys. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I have to hide this card. This is the card of the devil while I find something to put over it. Oops. Okay, let's accept these two cards that flip. The Page of Wands. Wow. Okay, and the Lovers. Wow, I'm hearing baby making month. I'm hearing like this is going to be a good month to take calculated risks. I'm saying this because we have the Wheel of Fortune coupled with the Seven of Coins. Just a second. And we have the Hangman. So you might have felt like things are just like moving very slowly for you. Let me see how I can. Okay, we're gonna put the little singing bowl like this here. Okay, I don't know if some of you are starting a job from home, like working from home, or looking for a job working from home. Some of you could be spending a lot of time in your house, you know, and I do feel a bit of frustration, but I do think that Spirit is saying, please enjoy this quiet time in your life. You're not stopping to grow, you're actually still growing. As you can see, I don't know if these look like runes or anything, or if some of you are afraid of becoming homeless. That's a message that's coming through, or like you're trying to move because like maybe a new opportunity presented itself and you still haven't found housing, right? Like there's an energy. Oh, you cannot see all the cards. Not that it's important because I'm doing doing my magic reading them, right? But I would want you to see such a beautiful deck. And so like I do feel like your housing situation will be clarified. For some of you could have an answer around May 4th. Others of you around May 7th. For others of you, it could take you, I don't want to say months, but up to like 4 months to find, or 4 weeks to 4 months to find a place where it is that you intend to move to. For others of you, I feel like there's a sense of urgency because of the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. But for others of you, you still have time. Time is not running out. There's a question of divine timing, given the presence of the Wheel of Fortune here. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. Please do not show all of your cards to the people around you. I do feel that you need to hold tightly to some maybe opportunities that will be coming your way, or beware of, it's not necessarily scams, but beware of people not being fully transparent with you when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to money, when it comes to work, okay? For your group specifically, I feel like don't display or talk about everything that you're doing. Okay, for some of you, I do feel that you might be taking a nice vacation or preparing for a nice vacation, either near a lake or like some camping activities. Maybe you are an avid camper, and this is showing up here. I'm hearing van life for some of you. I'm hearing like someone who's like a nomad. Maybe this is something that you've been doing during the summer months for years, or you are wanting to pick back up because during the pandemic you were not able to do so. I'm seeing a sort of parade, some sort of march that you're going to. Okay, if you are, you know, going to public places or places where there are a significant number of people. Oh my God, I feel like I don't have enough space on my phone to be recording. So that could be a message for you. I will make space, okay? I'm just going to try to use as much space as I can, okay? To record this reading. And so, you know, be careful in public spaces, in spaces where there are a lot of people, because those can get chaotic. For some of you, I'm feeling maybe an obsession with money or a need to generate money. It's occupying your mind heavily. That's a message that's coming through. I do feel like there's a need for you to make space for something new. Like maybe you've been hoarding certain things. It's bothering me. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. And so I'm telling you right now, please make space for something important that's coming into your life. Okay, let it be money that's coming out of nowhere, because the Wheel of Fortune is usually, you know, something that you have to do or something that comes to you suddenly, right? It's not something that is pre-planned. Like you might have to take a loan, or like money might be coming, but it could be through a loan, okay? So could be a loan from a friend. And if you're loaning from someone you know, be sure to ask the right questions about interest, about, you know, all of this. But also, if you are, you know, winning through games of chance, excuse me, make sure to keep it to yourself, right? That's a message that's coming through. But literally, life wants to spoil you. It could be an opportunity that comes through your work, okay? So just keep an open mind. It's like being struck by luck. And that's the opening of your reading. But now something that I want to point out is, excuse me, there's a need to break free from a pattern. Maybe a pattern around your finances, maybe a pattern around your living situation. Here we have the Four of Wands, which is happiness, celebrating yourself or someone close to you. It could be your birthday soon or in the summer months. For some of you, could be preparing something big, like you're doing your big one, either for yourself or for your child or someone close to you. But it could also be like you graduating, and after graduation having to move away and starting something new, right? I do feel that maybe your period of rest could be short-lived, but it's necessary. And even if you don't feel like resting, even if you don't feel like, you know, taking time off, why do I feel like maybe some of you are like, I don't want to say Palestinian, but like someone who could be living in a camp somewhere, like a refugee. So it could be receiving family members that are refugees. It may have felt like it's been a long time coming for this person, and finally their paperwork has been approved to move to the US, to France, or to a designated country, okay? That's the message that's coming through. There's something like that for someone here. Or worldwide, it will be, you know, maybe Western countries opening up their borders to receive more people displaced by war and conflict. Okay, now I have the Page of Wands next to the Devil. Some of you are indulging in something, okay? And this something, too much of something good is never too good. And so because we have the Page of Wands and the Devil, I do feel like maybe there is some kinky communication, sexy communication going on with someone. a lot of back and forth energy. There is this mutual obsession between you and someone else. And I mean, you know, if it's a summer fling, if it's short term, you know, let it be. But I do want to tell you that we have the Lovers here, we have the Devil. It could feel like this relationship could feel like very sudden. It could feel like we have Capricorn here, Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, Pisces, and fire signs, and maybe air signs, but mostly Gemini. Some of you could have Moon in air sign, or it could be Sun in Leo, Sun in Gemini. Yeah. And so I just, you know, and as a, like, if it's something that's supposed to come into your life because it's destiny, you're destined to go through that experience. It's not me trying to discourage you. I'm just trying to let you know that take your time with this, okay? You don't want, make it a slow burn as opposed to something that burns quickly and extinguishes very quickly, because it could be a very intense couple of weeks, very intense few months, and then when it's time to be serious, it doesn't grow into something serious. We have a page here. The Page of Wands is a Page of Wands, right? And so I do also feel like maybe some of you are a little bit more sexual, and wanting, you know, this kind of connection with someone. And so this is showing up here in the reading, and I cannot deny it. There will be choices to be made moving forward. You could be meeting someone that has children, okay? And if you're meeting this person and you're not being careful, there are possibilities of falling pregnant starting this month. But I mean, when I say this month, like the month of May and moving into summertime, if you're not too careful. Okay, Lovers, temptation, and the Lovers here. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's that like a house burning behind them, and there's just like, they're not paying attention to it because like that's not, their minds are focused elsewhere. They're just looking at each other. And so while the passion burns, like, do you know what I mean? And so that is very important. It's good that you have someone that is uplifting you in that way, that is adoring, you know, you, your body, the person that you are. But at the same time, you want to take your time with this, okay? Do not put fire, temptation. We have a red flag here. And so, you know, and I'm also getting I'm also hearing this right now, reconnection with your children for maybe a person here that will come across this reading. I don't know if you're separated from your children, or if you will be going away or if you were away for a short period of time, but you're reconnecting with your children, okay? And doing activities that are going to allow for better bonding, okay? If it is that you have children, they could be a focus in your life, okay? I don't want to take too much time on this, but we're going to start moving forward. Before I move forward, I want to take a message, a bibliomancy message for you from this book. We're going to look at the displacement card that the book will open in, okay? Displacement, no, not yet. Here, no. Some of it could be 4 spades. Let's see here. Okay, we're looking at this displacement card. This is making personal sacrifices for a higher good. Initiation into higher love. This is the card of Drake, by the way. And the displacement card says, because the Jack of Hearts is one of the fixed card, it will never appear as the environment or displacement card in anyone's yearly spread. So let's look at the meaning here. The Jack of Hearts is known as Christ card, or the card of spiritual sacrifice. Whenever it is present, you will feel and be encouraged to elevate your thinking, speaking, and acting to a higher level. You may also decide to make some sort of personal sacrifice. When this influence is present, this would likely be for the sake of someone younger than yourself, though it can take other forms. Like maybe if you're a teacher, like maybe you're making some sacrifices for your students so that they can learn better. If you're working with the youth, this could be making a sacrifice for their well-being, okay? So on and so forth. Let's not be stuck on, but I don't have children, okay? Let it apply where it applies. And if it's a general reading, doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to make sense to you. Okay. The period position will delineate the exact nature of the sacrifice you feel impelled to make. In any case, this card does bring a strong dose of higher spiritual love into our lives and will encourage us to do things from a higher motive than usual. And we can see it here, and I keep telling you. But take your time with this connection. There's no need to rush. If you want it to be something that lasts, okay? We have 2 4s here, which are cards of, I'm hearing permanency, but with the Lovers and Temptation here and the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is a page, it's like childlike energy, immature, and so you want to take your time. This is also the card of sacrifice. The Hangman, Pisces energy, okay? Needing to make a sacrifice, being in limbo, okay? And so that's a message that's coming through. Let's see. I want to use this deck to get a couple of messages for you. Oops. I want to shuffle this a little. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors. Can I get maybe a couple of cards? Wow. Strategy. Okay, that's enough. I saw the card of community flip, and I believe the card of, I forgot what it is. We have the man holding the heart and strategy. Wow. Listen, my dear pile number 3, like if you are already in a relationship, this is talking about an increase in obsession, an increase in, like, it's like you're being lovey-dovey with your partner, like something you haven't experienced in a long time. It's like a resurgence of love with your love, like making more time for one another. But also with the Devil card, I'm already advising you that too much of a good thing can also create tension and conflict. And these are things to watch out for as you navigate through the month of May. We have strategy here and men holding a heart. Some of you could be celebrating, like I'm literally seeing someone like maybe renewing their vows or reading their vows. And some of you could be getting married, getting a little bit of Bridezilla vibes here. It's not your fault. You want things to, and it's a lot to prepare a wedding, right? Men holding a heart with strategy. Did he rip his pants? Not sure what this is about, but like he's holding his heart. He wants to offer it to someone. Okay, and strategy. the word strategy in itself is not very romantic. Like it sounds like someone that has ulterior motives, okay, but not necessarily if you're not in a couple. So really, I would advise that you journal, okay, about the kind of relationship, the kind of person that you want to attract in your life at this point in time. Okay, my pile number 3. But also journaling would be good for you. Some of you are even signing contracts or needing to sign some sort of NDA if it's money that you're making. Maybe you're selling rights to a company because of a product that you developed. But for others of you, you know, like there's a lot of communication coming up with someone that is of interest. There's a lot of flirtation. There's a lot of, you know, oh my God, like you can't fall asleep. That type of energy is coming through, okay? Maybe you're signing a contract for your home. Okay, some of you need to be aware of a toxic situation at home. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a toxic environment, but you might need to take care of something like maybe pest control or, you know, something like that could come up, okay, for some of you. Or needing to do some repairs in your apartment where you have to leave the place for a couple of days for management to come in and fix, you know, something along the lines of that comes up in the reading. So I'm letting you know. Or it is that you are beautifying your own home, making more additions or more changes into the appearance of the home, okay? So that is coming through. Let's ask these cards for messages. I feel like I should call those like twin decks, because like I use them together. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors, and I feel like I need to give this a little bit of a shuffle. Okay, Spirit, let's do this, please. Spirit of the pure white light. Whoa, come on. What happened? Let's work together. I don't want to use reversals today. If they fall in reverse, that's something else. Okay. Spirit of the pure white light, honorable ancestors, what are the messages for my dear pile number? Limiting beliefs. Absolutely. I do think like you don't deserve good love. You don't deserve to be loved exclusively. And also for some of you, this is coming through right now. Maybe you're dating someone and not dating them exclusively. I feel like the talk will come up. And there's a choice to be made, right? Humor. Let's ask for a couple of cards from this deck. Sorry, I did feel that. I just wanted confirmation for that message. Pure water. Okay. Is there someone you need to apologize to? That could be you having to apologize to someone. Maybe someone that you've ghosted or they ghosted you will be making an appearance again in your life. With the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands, you know, you could be hearing sorry from someone, but you need to make sure that, you know, they're in a good headspace and that you are in a good headspace to even forgive that person. Limiting beliefs, okay? You don't always need to hear the sorry from someone, but it's always helpful to hear it, you know? Because most of the work you have to do on yourself, okay? Not rely on someone else to give me closure, to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know? Because more often than not, it doesn't happen, right? Your thoughts, your words, and beliefs shape your reality, okay? Watch out. Work on rewiring your brain. Often when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, that's one thing that comes to mind. I feel like some of you are either even getting a loan for making a big purchase, or receiving money that you put towards a big purchase. Excuse me. Or there's an investment. You're going to invest a big chunk of money that you receive into investing for the future. Something like this comes up. There's going to be, it's going to be a very humoristic month for you. The sun is here. There's a lot of happiness. Surround yourself with people who have a good sense of humor and a smile on your face. Like, it does seem that you smile a bit more, you laugh a bit more during the month of May. And then we have pure water. Drink filtered rainwater, spring water from a good source if possible. Yeah, you need to watch out the quality of the water that you ingest. My pile number 3. Okay? So what else do we need to do? I want to look at your career. If the career deck lets me find it to get you a couple of messages, but I did start with your career. I was getting a message that some of you could be working from home. You're staying a lot home for some time, and I do feel like the doors open towards the end of tourist season. Is like doors open for you in terms of career if you're not working yet around Leo season. Okay, and for some of you it will be Gemini, but come on, you're paying your debt. Okay, I'm telling you, money is coming in that allows you to take care of some debt that you have. I want those upright. Come on, Spirit. What's going on? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Training. I can see it, especially with the Page of Wands here. Overspending. Watch how much you spend. Watch where you put your money. If you're eating out too much, maybe it's going to be a good time to reconsider how you spend your money for groceries, for eating, and you know how much it is that you could be spending. Okay, not because you have the resources means that you need to drain them right away. And then we have training happening here. So if you will start maybe some sort of training because of your job, maybe you don't have to go in office, or maybe you're doing some, you're shadowing a person because you're in transition at work. And so this is coming through. I'm hearing paid training or asking for it to be paid. Okay, get your coins, my pile. Number 3. Okay, we're going to ask this deck for some love messages. It's not necessarily love messages, but hopefully we get some. Pile number 3. What are some messages for you? Ooh, rejected. I'm telling you, a dirty offer. Some of you will be rejecting a dirty offer because this is not the person you want it from. Or maybe this is someone who says they're sorry to you, but they come, with their very nasty attitude because that's only what they want. Okay, so that's on the table too, which is why I told you to really be wary of who you're giving time to. Yep, they're crying over you. They should have known better. We have a card that fell. Oops. Cock blocking. That's all similar energy. Spirit, I want new energy. What's coming up in the love life? And that's T. This could even be that someone that really did something to you. Doesn't have to be, like, could be a friend that did you dirty, okay? Bankrupt. I feel like this is about the person we're talking about. It could be someone that was bankrupt or has mismanaged their finances, and now they might need somewhere to stay. And so watch out for that. We're getting the T here. Okay, you dodged the bullet with this person. Travel, there's travel coming up for you. Someone is talking you from fake accounts. Spirit, let's get some new energy for my dear pile number 3. Some of you are going on a trip with someone. You need to move in silence. Didn't I bring this up? I think I talked about this. You know, when it comes to your plans, when it comes to this new boo that's entering your life, move in silence, okay? Bad karma. Well, all of this is related to the other person. I do see a connection coming up, but not necessarily, wow, you're hitting the jackpot, pile number 3. I know this is you because I mentioned it before. One more message in love for the person with the good energy or the better energy that's coming through. They just want to talk about BS. I did say that some of you may be getting a new car. But the person, that bad person, could be someone that has no car, that has no money. They're like, what do they call them? A hobosexual. Watch out for that. Pile. Why is this person all over your reading? Like, geez. All of it is about you. I mean, them trying to sabotage you in some way, and they're not over their bad habits. You have to let them go. We talked about this. You see? Very filthy energy. I'm going to take a deck to ask. Oh my God. Pile number 2, you need a little bit of a cleansing from this person. Let them go cuckoo for you and watch and laugh from a distance, you know? What's coming? Wow. I didn't even have to go that far. Friendly support. Fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Your friends are actually helping you get out of this funk, you know, get out of this block when it comes to your love life. And then we have flames of passion ignite, burning desire. I see it, pile number 3, and there's a need for you to remain quiet because this person is not being rational. They're actually going cuckoo. Good. Because they should have kept you. You know, they should have worked hard to keep you. And so watch out for this energy, okay? What's coming up for my pile number 3? What do you need to surrender to? Surrender to divine timing. We talked about this. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. This is important because that's when you don't want to make a mistake. Be like, I've been waiting for so long, God. And then you go out and pick someone from the pile and then get hurt and have to heal for a whole year. Listen to this. Or 2 years or 3 years and become bitter. You don't want that, right? So it's best to align yourself with the divine timing. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And then we have, you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And I believe that's why I wanted to talk about the past, because the Wheel of Fortune sometimes brings turbulence, because we might be stuck on an idea from the past. We might be stuck on maybe some ideals that we have that no longer serve us. I was reading something earlier today where the girl said, maybe I'm jaded. Well, you can be jaded, but you know, it's time to really work on the issues and the roles you've played and how you've manifested certain things in your life. Okay, some things you know, have stayed with us because we've allowed for them to stay. Okay, like if we walk away, we don't want to hear about it. There's no way to force us to remain in that position. And so pile number 3, this is your reading. I see definitely good things coming your way. More when Jupiter enters Gemini, going into Gemini season. Enjoy the attention that you get in the month of May, but do not necessarily surrender to temptation, okay, to someone from the past or to like old habits that you had. Like if you were someone who wanted a relationship but then you accepted situationships, I feel like Spirit is saying you are not working towards the goal that you want. There's a sacrifice that needs to be made, okay, in order for you to manifest what it is that you truly want. Okay, pile number 3, this is your reading. I hope you like it, and I will see you in the next video.